Okay, so we are all familiar with the famous female streamer, Pokimane. If you don't know who she is, I highly suggest you do some research. Now, when I say famous, I don't know if it's the good kind of famous or the bad kind. Because on one hand, she has a lot of supporters, most likely simps, while on the other hand, she has a lot of people hating on her. And from looking at what's been going on, I'm not surprised. I mean, the most obvious reason is something the majority of the internet knew. Remember her Mina cookies and that obnoxious response to all the criticism about it?
When people are like, oh my god, $28 for cookies? It's 4 bags. That's $7 a bag. I know math is hard when you're an idiot, but like if you're a broke boy, just say so.
That was a major slip up on her end. I mean, how can you call the very people that made you rich broke boys and idiots just for giving fair criticism? That one clip right there really shows how condescending she is to her audience. She doesn't care about them at all, she's just trying to make money. But aside from that, there's something else about her that I want to talk about. Now, I'm sure you're going to be asking me, Story Guy, if you don't like her, why do you even bother talking about her? Well, it's because I found something particularly interesting when it comes to her and starting drama. It seems like every once a few weeks or so, she would get herself on the bad side of the internet again and again. You'd think she'd learn from her mistakes and try to be more appealing to everyone. And I guess she tries, but then again, she doesn't seem to learn. Every drama she's been in, as far as I can tell, is focused around certain themes. So, I want to propose a little theory to you. A game theory, if you will. But before we go into the theory, allow me to show you some clips to provide context. Okay, so here's the first one. The first shows her saying that there aren't many big female streamers like Kaisen and I show Speed.
As much as I think Kai and Speed are incredible, also when I think of them, I think of how much the audience has changed over the years as well. They're both two like young dudes who do kind of like crazy wild things. Unfortunately, there just aren't that many huge female streamers, at least not on their level. Nowadays, the audience has gone more to being a lot of like younger dudes, which is amazing. I remember during the pandemic, I felt a much larger female presence, both in the audience and in regards to the streamers that we were seeing growing and becoming more popular.
Just so we're on the same page, she is wrong about this one. There are a lot of big female streamers on their level, but most of them are VTubers, which are real people speaking through an anime avatar. You all remember Iron Mouse? Yeah, she's one of those big streamers. Also, on a different note, Kai and Speed's streams are engaging to many people because of their wild antics. It has nothing to do with gender, and people were very pissed off by this, obviously. Now, this next one has her giving her take on people not liking Kendrick Lamar's song. Apparently, she brings race into the subject. Yeah, I'm not joking. Listen to this.
With probably zero musical capabilities think that Kendrick Lamar didn't deserve the halftime show. Huh? What? What do you mean? Like, sure, we could sit here all day and be like, oh, I actually think this artist deserved it. What? Only white people hated it. I didn't want to say it. As a white passing person, I didn't want to say that. But you saying that and me repeating that message, I'm just gonna let that sit. Okay, you know what pissed me off the most, respectfully, too? The people that I saw with this take the most were white men. Ain't nothing wrong with being a white man. That's not the point. My point is that, I feel like if you watched his performance and really took it in, you'd be like, there are some underlying messages that the performance is trying to convey, especially during Black History Month. So you sitting there, again, respectfully, whatever, being like, oh, I don't think he deserved it. It's just like, stop, please.
Yeah, I could barely process what she said. Anyways, moving on. So this next clip is just her saying XQC's contract was false. I mean, I don't know if it's true or not, but then again, I could care less. I don't give a shit.
The like ranges I can confirm are like 1 to 20 million.
Wow.
Anything beyond that, I'm like, I've seen certain headlines, but I cannot confirm.
Yeah, there was a headline about XQC getting $100 million
Yeah,
from Kim.
but I've heard different things behind the scenes. You also don't know, oh, is part of that 100 million like equity?
Bro, I think they're still pushing that. Man, I was at.
I'll stop it right there. It just feels like a big ego war going on between these two. And now for this last clip, which I believe is the most recent one. It's her on a yacht in Paris while complaining about the rich, despite the fact that she's rich herself. Listen to this.
Men and women, we love each other.
Thanks.
And we hate the rich. Anyway. Too much.
Aren't you the rich?
No! Like the
Poki.
ultra rich, the ultra giga rich, the
You have to
unnecessarily
clarify.
rich.
They're gonna clip that and it's gonna make you look bad.
Oh,
You
The
gotta
ultra
say
giga
you gotta
rich.
say the billionaires.
the billionaires.
you are rich.
The Bezos.
You can't be saying that.
I'm rich in friendship.
Yes.
That's so funny, man. But you know what's even funnier? Sneeko, I mean, he's an idiot, yet even he knows how ridiculous it is.
No! Like the ultra rich, the ultra.
Shut the f up! No! I'm just like you poor people! On a yacht drifting through Paris making millions of dollars. Shut the f up. If you're gonna eat the rich, you gotta eat yourself. Holy...
Ultra giga rich. The
You have to
unnecessarily rich.
clarify. They're gonna clip that and it's gonna make you look bad.
Oh,
You
The
gotta
ultra
say
giga
you gotta
rich.
say the billionaires.
the billionaires.
you are rich.
The Bezos.
You can't be saying that.
I'm rich in friendship.
Yes.
It's like they're so rich they lost perspective of how much money they actually have and what normal people have.
The best reaction I've ever seen. I don't like him at all. Yeah, he makes a very valid point. And that's all the clips. So now, let's dive into the game theory.
That's just a theory. A game theory.
So, as I watched these videos about her, I started rubbing the hairs of my chinny chin chin and started wondering what she was doing. A lot of questions kept floating around in my head. Why is she saying these things? Is she that oblivious? What's to gain from this? These three questions were the main points of my theory. I kept pondering for a while until I came to a conclusion. So here it is. Is Pokimane oblivious or delusional? Nope, she's not. Does she know what she's saying? Yes, she does. Why does she keep getting herself in controversy? To get attention. So in summary, she's a rage baiter. She's not the Kanye West of streaming. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people say that she is because of these clips. In fact, I even saw one commenter mention this, but I don't know. I think that's a little bit of a stretch there. And when you think about her as a rage baiter, it makes sense, at least to me, because we are all familiar about rage bait, as well as shock value. You have to keep pushing content that gets people mad. It needs to get more and more surprising each time. And by the looks of these viral moments, she's doing just that. I can also tell she's a smart person. No, seriously, I don't think she's dumb. She knows what she's doing. I bet she knew about Iron Mouse. I bet she knows that it isn't just white men that hate Kendrick's song. I know for a fact that she just started this drama with XQC and his kick contract for attention. And I can bet you 1,000 doubloons that she knows how rich she is. She doesn't believe in anything she's saying. Do any of you honestly think she sits down in front of her webcam and says, "Only white men hate Kendrick Lamar's song. It has to be white men." Or, "I'm only rich in friendship and not money." All of that genuinely? No, of course not. And she definitely doesn't have any proof that XQC's contract was fake. She just doesn't. No proof at all. All these moments during her streams and appearances are meant to be rage bait, so that people will not only get mad at her, but also laugh at her. Not to mention, it will get people talking about her. That's the whole point. I mean, just try and count how many drama videos there are of her. And I'm sure that she keeps getting loads of boosts in views because of these controversies. So everyone is just giving her exactly what she wants by making these videos about her, myself included, and I can't help it. She is this good at making people talk about her, even for the most stupidest shit ever. But if any of you are thinking if that whole broke boy situation is also rage bait, I honestly don't think so. I think she really is that condescending to her audience. That clip really shows me her true character, at least a part of it. So anyway, that's my little theory. Do you agree with me, or do you have a different theory? Let me know in the comments. So that's it, everyone. I'll see you all in the next one. Later.